Okay, go. So, for today, we're going to learn about 1001 Nights, Arabian Nights, which is writing and grammar. So we're going to start by covering some vocab that is going to be in the story that you guys might not know. So the first one is a Sasanian king, which just means that it was the last kingdom of the Persian Empire before the rise of Islam. So if he's a Sasanian king, he was a king during that time. To embark, definition, is to begin, and rage is very angry. Estate is an extensive area of land in the country, usually owned by a person. Reluctantly is an unwilling and hesitant way. Cliffhangers are a story that has an element of suspense. Engrossed is to have one's attention intently absorbed. Tantalized is to torment or tease. And then wrought is to bring about. So, the story, I'm just going to read the story. So, once upon a time, a sultan named Saryar, don't know how you say that, a Sasanian king, which was ruler of India and China, left his castle to embark on a hunting trip. Returning unexpectedly early, he caught his beloved wife cheating on him. Enraged, he beheaded them on the spot.
Amen.
And made for the estate of his brother, who was away at the time. So he decided to stay in one of the outhouse guest rooms. While there, past midnight, he started to hear music from the gardens and opened the window. Exploring, he found his brother's wife also cheating on his brother. The king, shocked to learn that his brother's wife is unfaithful and also his wife was unfaithful, in his grief concluded that all women were the same. Out of bitterness, Saryar began to marry a succession of virgins, only to execute each one of them the next morning. Before she had the chance to dishonor him. Eventually, the vizier, his duty was to provide the virgins, couldn't find any more virgins. The vizier, having two daughters himself, Scheherazade and Dunyazar, begs them to escape. Instead, Scheherazade offered herself as the next bride, and her father, without a choice, reluctantly agrees. On the night of their marriage, Scheherazade begins to tell the king a tale that does not end it. She leaves it on an intense cliffhanger. The king, curious about the story about how the story ends, is thus forced to postpone her execution. The next night, as soon as she finishes the tale, she begins another one. The Sultan, engrossed in Scheherazade's story, to everyone's surprise, allowed her to live another night to finish it, postponing her execution once again. She continues this night after night, always ending on a tantalizing twist. This goes on for 1001 nights, creating the beloved stories known throughout the world, such as Aladdin, Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves, the 7 Voyages of Sinbad the Sailor, and many more. Scheherazade continues telling her stories for 1001 nights, and at the same time, the Sultan slowly starts to fall for her beauty, charm, and intelligence. He eventually saw the error of his ways and the injustice he wrought. Professing his true love for Scheherazade, they finally began a life together. The bloodlust stopped, and peace was restored. Cool, huh? So, together we're going to write a summary of what I just read to you guys. You guys are going to help me write out a summary, as simple as you can make it. Actually, yeah, I'll write it over here. No, it's all dirty over here. All right. So, what can you guys tell me? How did the story begin? So what happened?
Long time ago.
A long time ago. What happened a long time ago?
A king.
A king?
Sultan.
A sultan? Same thing?
Yeah, it's true. And he caught his wife cheating on him, so he killed her. And the guy too. Just killed her.
Okay.
Well, it made him distrustful. Well, he was grief-struck. He went to go stay with his brother, and he saw that his wife was also cheating on him. He concluded that all women were the same and began marrying virgins and then killing them the next day.
Okay, hold on.
Just like it said. common reaction.
Yeah.
Happens all the time, so this is fine.
It's only logical, right?
Okay,
It's true.
do I have any mistakes?
Yes.
Okay, what are they?
Well, it's long with an O.
Oh, okay.
A go has one G.
Oh, okay.
You didn't capitalize
Okay. Good.
I think that makes sense.
King is definitely spelled right, so.
I honestly thought you did that, like, not on mistake. I was like, how do we break it? Kings with a K.
Do we
Oh,
need to correct
gosh.
that one, or should we keep going with the story?
Yeah, okay.
Wait, what?
What do you need?
No. I was thinking, you're the teacher. We'll do what you do.
Okay. We'll keep it like this,
Is
and we'll keep
what?
writing, and then we'll.
And then we'll go back. Yeah. Okay.
That's why he cheated, so he
Concluded.
concluded.
Make it short. Okay, so
He concluded
That all women were the same.
all women are same.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Okay, now with that, we will do this. So the first.
All my classes with this evening.
Seriously.
That would be fun.
Get
Yeah.
all right.
I'm
Okay.
actually learning something.
I know. I did not know that was the story of.
A lot of
Is
people
that
know.
true story?
Mhm. Well,
Well,
it's a
like
true
a
man.
legend. Like
it's a
legend.
legend, but and there's a lot of
Based
different
in-
versions of it. That's why you can spell Scheherazade so many different ways.
Mm.
Because it's a story that's been passed
Like some-
through
comes from
all
something
the
from
different
truth, yeah.
generations. Huh?
Comes from truth or something like that.
I guess.
Well, she just did it for 7 nights.
Yeah, maybe.
Would be more reasonable.
So apparently they just compiled all the stories that supposedly she created and then put it into the 1001 Nights story. So we don't even know the truth behind that. It's very old. Okay, so I will give you the clues. You cannot cheat. You tell me what to write.
Another word for king.
Sultan.
Where is it?
2 across. There you go. The hero in her story.
The hero in our story.
Scheherazade.
Scheherazade.
I had no idea. Well done. The story is 6 across.
Seven across an emotion the king felt for. Oh, it's right there.
Love.
Good job. You guys are getting these perfect.
The king continually did to the virgins.
One
Muck
down.
duck.
Muck duck. Wait.
One
Bird, no. He continually did.
How does a
Crucified.
king officially kill someone?
Oh, executed.
Yeah.
Execute. Oh yeah.
Wait.
Execute.
Execute, yeah. But the problem is the story is.
Execution.
Oh, execution. Makes sense. One of her famous stories. Aladdin.
Yeah.
Aladdin.
What happened in the end once the king was happy?
Stop killing the virgins. Is that 5? No.
The land.
In the land.
There
Peace.
was. Yeah.
Well done.
Good job, guys. Let me see how long we have on the video. Wow, 17 minutes.
Oh dang.
So I was, yeah, it's because I already did that other thing. Good thing because my other activity was that you were going to write an essay about what you learned.
Really? Thank
Wait.
goodness, I don't
So
have
now
that.
we're done with the video.